everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I thought we'd make New York style cheese bread, and it is delicious. It's kind of like a biscuit consistency with the flour and the baking powder in it. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've already got 2 cups of flour in the bowl, and we're going to go ahead and add some baking powder. And that is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then we're going to add some sugar, and that's just 1 tablespoon. And then the salt is just half a teaspoon. And we're going to get that all combined. And then we're going to add in some butter, and we're going to cut the butter in just like you would if you're making biscuits or pie crust or anything like that. So if you have a pastry blender, this is a great time to get it out to use it. I'm just going to use 2 knives. I find that for myself that's just a little bit faster. Go and get the butter, and the butter's been sitting at room temperature, so it is soft. It didn't just come right out of the, oops. This is why I usually wear an apron when I'm doing stuff with the flour. Alright, let's just get this cut in here. I think that this bread would be excellent. There is dill in this bread, and there also is minced onion. So I think that if you were to serve this bread with like a tomato-based saucy dinner, that would be super good. Some steaks, some grilled chicken, anything where you need some bread that's just not a plain French bread, but it's a little bit tastier than that. All right, we're looking for consistency the size of a pea here. Got a little bit more to go. You just want it nice and crumbly. All right, we've got our butter cut in. Now we're going to add 1 cup of cheese. One tablespoon of minced onion. And with these spices, you can leave them out or you can include them, however you want to do it and whatever your family prefers. All right, 1½ teaspoons of dill weed. That dill smells super good. All right, we're gonna get that mixed in here. Oh, this looks great. Okay, we've got that all mixed. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of milk and an egg, but first we're going to incorporate that egg into the milk. Okay, and we're just going to add, or we're going to add all of it in here, but we're just going to mix it until all of the dry is moistened. So we're not going to over mix, just like you would for biscuits. Just gently incorporate it. All right, we've almost got it all. All right. That looks and smells delicious. Next, we're just gonna grease our loaf pan here. I'm gonna make sure I got the sides good. Okay. And just spread that into that loaf pan there. And you're gonna have a really stiff dough. That's just fine, that's how it's supposed to be. Get it pressed in those corners there. All right. This is gonna bake for 40 to 50 minutes in a 300-degree oven, or 350-degree oven. And let's go ahead and put it in there. All right, we'll see you back then in 40 to 50 minutes. All right, it's been 50 minutes. Let's see what we think here. Oh, that looks fantastic. It's pulled away slightly from the edges and it's golden brown on top. All right, we're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes before we try to remove it from the pan, and we'll be back then. All right, it has been 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and take this out of the pan. It looks and smells so good. Oh wow, it's perfect. You can see the cheese in there. All right. Yum. And it does look it looks like a biscuit. Let's cut it and see what we think. Oh, I don't know if it's going to cut very well. It's not cooled very much. Looks like we might get lucky. Oh, that looks delicious. You can see the dill in it. I'm going to take a quick taste. That is really good. If you want a good, pretty quick bread for a weeknight, this would totally work. It took, what, 10 minutes, I think, to mix up, maybe? And then 50 minutes to bake, and then the 10 minutes to sit and cool. So you could have a really nice bread with your dinner. Or in the description box, I will put the recipe on how to make this. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope that you try it and enjoy it. Thank you so much.